Greetings, mortals, and welcome back.
I have water on my shirt for my hair. My hair is so damp that I dripped water at some point. I just realized that. I didn't look at the camera before. Hey, how's it going? We are words. Hey, how's it going? Sorry I wasn't here on Friday. My insomnia. It's a doozy. We're starting up the game. You know, I was thinking that I had managed to get enough sleep to kick my sleep deprivation, but I am actually very tired. It's very funny because I woke up at 3, which, you know, seems like, oh, well, that would explain why you're so tired. But that's actually not that unusual for me. That felt like a success to me. But I guess getting 5 hours of sleep after, I guess probably not even quite 5 hours of sleep, but getting roughly 5 hours of sleep after an entire week of sleep deprivation is probably not optimal. My insomnia is just acted up. It's not a big deal. But what we're going to do today is we are going to get as much done as we can. We need to go out and find a objective for ourselves, I think. So, when last we left off, I have no idea what we were doing because I don't remember ever playing this game in the first place. Yeah. Long-term memory and sleep deprivation don't pair too great. Okay, so I'm not that sleep deprived. I'm a little bit sleep deprived. Let's see here. I've been sleeping every day for a few hours. I say that because some people have insomnia that's much worse than mine, and it's a very serious medical issue if you're not sleeping in a 48-hour period, right? So making it clear that it's yeah, I'm sleep deprived, but I'm not your body is going to start falling apart levels of sleep deprived. It's just it just hurts my brain a bit. So we got Tiramikamon up to here. Increases crit and reduces chance of instant death. I like that. That's actually I like that effect. I'm curious to see how this goes as it expands. We have platinum service, and I think we're just wandering around looking for a person with something over their head, right? I think that's what's happening. We're just gonna keep on going with the plot. That checks out. Can go to Shibuya now. Maybe I actually have something that I'm supposed to do there in particular. I think I do, actually. I think I was told to go to Shibuya. Let's see. We don't have acceleration boost. Acceleration boost we had on the other character, we don't have it on this one. It's going to be really sad if I played the version that has acceleration boost and we never unlock acceleration boost on this character. I am going to be incredibly sad to not have acceleration boosts. And do I even have... I don't have the teleport either. Don't have that either, so I guess we'll find out. Okay, we don't need to go to this station. Ichigo life plan. Minashita. Oh man. Yeah, I think that things were going pretty well, right? I think we were making progress at a very reasonable clip. Just checking all of the places before I go to the place that I know that I need to go. Alright, we're not going to talk to the person who had a thing over their head yet. I don't know why there's a random student just standing in the middle of the road in Shibuya. Is this a suicide attempt, maybe? Unclear. It is very funny having like a, you know, major landmark, but like none of the cars are there. So like that intersection is like a major intersection, I think. Is that meant to represent what I think it is? It should be, right? I mean, it's not a... Because this is the... Is this that building? No, this is Shibuya Records. Is Shibuya Records the... I spent so much time in Shibuya, but it was like 20 years ago. Let me see if I can figure out locationally where we're at. Yeah, that's the building, or it's not the actual building, but I think that's the representation they're going of for the building that I'm thinking of, maybe. So like the mall is probably back here. I don't know. Hey, I remember you. Never noticed me, not one person. But woe to thee who finds the entrance there. Oh, okay, so she's trying to get me killed. For if you make it, you only meet despair. I forgot that we were named Cake. Should see if there's a new case to investigate. Let's go. We got this. I'm not tired, you're tired. Don't you judge me. Don't you judge me. Okay, new case added. Scramble pentagram. Alright, are we gonna... Oh, the client is the Occult Research Club, so presumably we will be interacting with them. You're the president of Edonin Occult Research Club, correct? Yeah, my name's May Kokusho. Right, what you got for us today? Well, I was wondering if you could help run an experiment to test an urban legend. It's called Shibuya Hirasaka, and it goes like this. Okay, I'm not actually going to read all of this out loud because, like, I don't see the point. we've already done all this during the last game. It's the exact same plot. Can't say I heard that one before. See what makes the legend so appealing, though. Supernatural ties to the world. If you go at 2 at 22, there's a door to the other world that shows up. Stuff like that. I know we work in the shadows here and all, but to think we're so infamous as to have people making up urban legends about us. Don't take it the wrong way, but still, if we could prove the legend's real, it'd be a real boon for my club. What do you think? I know your main work here is hunting down ghosts of spirit, but what will you do for... Wait, what? Hunting down ghosts? Where do people even come up with this stuff? Now you've really got me curious. Well, my sister doesn't know a thing about it. Yeah, I don't know where I heard it either. Ha, silly me. Don't worry about it. We'll take up your case. Other members coming too, so I'll just wait outside for him. I am falling asleep. I don't know how this has happened. I was so awake at 3. Hey, Astro Kitty. Looks like we got another weird case on our hands. But a case is a case, so what are we going to do? I'm going to start preparing for a Shibuya Hirasaka experiment. Why don't you go talk to the other club members and find out more about the legend? God damn. Why so tired, Batman? You heard the lyrics to Hirasaka's song? It goes like this. The hero of it is a curse. To see it even worse. Steps Shibuya. Yeah, I remember you. I have to sing that while heading toward the thing. Yeah. I'm a little disappointed that when they released the thing, they didn't have different missions that are attached. Input Wizard Eye sound effects at former 70%. What? Oh, when Wizard Eye, yeah. Yeah. Can I actually find that? Are those just like unprotected files? I almost just closed the game. I just clicked on this person behind me. Okay. You can say the two is like a valid relative. It's gonna be the. Okay. I'm gonna check. Can I actually run the. It's not under music, right? It's not music. The music is just regular files, though. So there's data, that's UI, and tables, so that's a no. So it is. So the music is just uncompiled, but the other stuff is compiled. Well, I'm too lazy to drag out archive for the bit. You know. I need a soundboard. Ooh, I need one of those streamer boards. All the streamers keep talking about their streamer board that they've got, and I need to get one of them so I can. When people ask for Wizard Eye, I can press the Wizard Eye button. Is a streamer board a soundboard? I don't think it is, because there was a guy who was just talking about it, and he was talking about how he could edit his. He could like set preset like sound settings and stuff like that, so it's not the same thing as a soundboard. Yeah. Ooh, could load it up as a bit. That would be fun. Yeah. Options. What was I doing? Oh, I needed to talk to a bunch of random kids or something. I say that. The protagonist is also a kid, so... Oh, there we go. And why am I wearing the maid outfit? Because I have to get back to work once it's done here. Came here because May really needed something. Enough people to help out, but I can't say I'm super eager about the whole thing. I mean, there was an actual girl who died doing this, you know? Apparently she was doing everything you do for Shibuya Hirosaka. Got hit by a truck right when she started crossing the street. Just want to hurry up and get this over with so I can leave. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that you would get hit by a car when you are trying to match the timing of other people in crossing a street as opposed to trying to cross the street when the light that says you're allowed to cross the street blinks on, you know? Like, I feel like, you know, this is not surprising, actually. It's like the equivalent of it's the occult equivalent of like, you know, ooh, you know, this person mysteriously died after they were doing a eat 50 Tide Pod challenge for a YouTube short, and how did it happen? What mysterious powers? They thought that eating the things would resurrect the dead, and it's like, well, no, they just poisoned themselves. Similarly, yeah, you walked out in the middle of a busy intersection and got hit by a truck. That's a really common thing to happen. It really sucks, but like, I got everything set up. Go to the club members and take them over. Is there a reason that this got exciting? Why did the exciting music just start playing? Hacked into the cameras, I'll be watching it. Okay. Wait, we're involved in this too? Okay. I thought that these two games, like, both took place. There, hello, I'm not. I like this. I knew it. I knew I shouldn't have tagged along for this thing. This is very funny to me, knowing what we know about Lily. Knowing what we know about Lily, it's like, God damn it. What is this bullshit? It's just very good. It's very good. You know, in this game, Shibuya is often this quiet, actually. Why doesn't anyone pay attention to me? Or maybe they actually do notice me. Piano Uchi. I love how they're just standing around. We have to do all the actual work. I can't live in here. I can't live and be here anymore. I don't know. People are constantly asking me to cast Torchlight. So I'll eat you. I'll die and remain here at the bottom of Shibuya in the other world. Where'd you come from? Yeah. You know, having multiple of her makes a lot more sense right now than it did before. Cake! That was a close one. If we didn't hear your voice just now, that truck would have. What was all that? And how everything's back to normal. What's going on here? Interesting. We owe Detective Matoyoshi a lot for helping us out again. Not only did he restore calm, but he also took the truck driver for questioning. Apparently the driver didn't see any of you until right before you were obviously hit. The flute. Ooh, that's a good call. The crowd in the intersection saw you all the whole time, but nobody responded to their warnings. It's like you guys couldn't see or hear anything that was going on around here. Actually, yeah, that's how it was. We didn't know there were still other people around until your resistance spoke up. Did this girl happen to be that high school student you saw there? It is. She was a high school girl who was killed 3 months ago in an accident in Scramble Crossing. She was even hit by a truck. But that doesn't make any sense. We saw her with our own eyes. I mean, you saw her teleporting around. How does it not make any sense? She's teleporting around doing magic. And you're like, oh, it doesn't make sense that she's a ghost because we just saw her. It's like, what are you talking about? You saw a ghost that was doing ghost shit. Shibuya today is the valley that was cut off from the Shibuya River, which itself now runs into the Scramble intersection. Rivers are a common border in myths and religions between this world and the next. Sanzu River, River Styx. I got caught up in one such place today. There are a lot of names you can call, but the end result remains the same. Anyway, case is closed. We set out to prove Shibuya Hirosaka is real, and we did. Really? You're just gonna leave that girl alone? Is that what you want to ask? You may be confused about our role. Don't forget, we're not ghost hunters, and we're not exorcists. That's not what we do. We're cyber sleuths, no more, no less. I would appreciate it if you remember that from now on. Stay safe on your way home. Don't get into any accidents for real now. Okay. If I kill everyone, that'll make me lucky. And if everyone dies, that'll make me happy. Yeah? Okay, so never mind. I stand corrected. We aren't actually going to do anything useful here. We just kind of get this mission. That's interesting. So the expansion came out after this game. Were they made in concert with each other? I wonder, because this would be a very unsatisfying narrative arc. Like it would just come out of nowhere without, like you just do this thing and then you just wander off. Is very strange. I mean, maybe it gets resolved further later, but all right. So that's done, and I guess we should probably talk to Mirai and just have her tell me who we need to talk to. I'm not asleep. I'm just resting my eyes. Okay, so you want to run along? Perhaps you should get back to your real job. Rude. Let me get back to my real job. Do I have to walk in? You want me to just walk to the entrance of Eden? I've already been there, man. What do you... What are you talking about? What are you even talking about? What is this? Stop looking at me! Okay, Erica. Fucking weirdo. Got another case from a cold club. This one looks personal, though. I think they might have taken a liking to us, given that we deal with strange and unusual. Okay. Oh. I was thinking that... Alright. So... Stop looking at me! So funny. Alright. So is the Occult Club gonna have us investigate Erica now? Is that what's happening? Ooh, we get a memory up out of this. Love to see that. Love to see it. I see again, Monaco, what brings you here by yourself? I think I might be caught up in a cybercrime. You made the right choice coming to us. No! Take a look at this. This is a log to Sigilline. Should I go to my club tomorrow? They claim to do research, but all they really do is hang out and talk. It's only a club because everyone has similar interests. I should probably enroll in something a little more serious and go to that. I could use a hot, manly boyfriend, too. Oh my gosh, did I just write that? What's so special about this? Keep going. Could Kenji have a crush on me? Lol, no way. She has a one-track mind. She can't think of anything else but occult stuff. Does that guy even have his eyes on straight? He's such an ass. He has a real hottie right in front of him, and he can't take his eyes off me for even a second to notice it. Maybe I should seduce him. Okay, I've got the goods. I'd better give him a peek anytime. Why did you not take a screenshot of the actual thing? And your posts aren't pulling any punches here. Putting my personal opinion aside, I otherwise don't see anything wrong with them. They look normal to me. The thing is, I didn't write that stuff. But they just randomly showed up. But they freaked me... Okay, so I guess that makes sense that she's showing them that. But they freaked me out so badly that I deleted them. Ah, I hear you. Then doesn't that mean your account was probably just hacked? Some 2-bit hacker probably did it to screw with you, or maybe the computer was affected. No, it isn't anything like that. This is where the supernatural part comes in. I wasn't the one who wrote those posts and put them online, but they are how I feel. Well, you see written there, there's stuff that I think about but don't express out loud. Okay, I get you. So it's one of the members of your club fucking with you. Seeing as you're in the cult club, I'm sure you know about Ouija boards and whatnot, right? Your hands move against your will, something like that could very possibly be happening. Look at the post times on your blog. Those messages went out in the dead of night. You could have a long sound sleep by that point. In the late 1800s, there was an academic by the name of Enryo Inoue who posited these sorts of things can come from having multiple selves. You mean the guy who came up with the mystery studies, right? I've shown his work at the club before. Are you saying I have a split personality? Politically correct term would be dissociative identity disorder, actually. I guess it makes sense. That's not the politically correct term, that's like the medical term. that's the medical term for it. If I'm writing these posts at night without realizing that would explain it, but maybe it really is that. I've honestly been worried about This isn't because of a mental issue. Here, take a look at this. Just try and find me. This was just now posted on your account. It's a reply that I wrote to what I wrote on your Digiline. To the culprit, I'm a detective who's taken up Manaka's case. Know that we will track you down and uncover your identity no matter who you are or where you are. You can't hide forever. You've been warned. Well, this conversation unfolded online as you and I were talking while you weren't touching your terminals. That means you're not the one behind the post, let alone any mental disorder of yours. The real culprit's out there somewhere. Whoever's behind it is just a dumb troll, albeit an arrogant one. To quote Enryu Inoue's work again, what we've got is a case of a fake wonder, someone trying to make it look more mystical than it really is. In other words, it's plain old hacking. You said that the contents of these posts are based on actual facts about yourself, yeah? Well, not about facts so much as just how I think and feel. Were you logged into Eden before you fell asleep? Yeah, I do that every night. The way I say it, I bet the culprit's been snooping around and hacked into your memory data in Eden. You can do that sort of thing? Well, not literally, at least not when you're lone wolfing it like your hacker here. Still, avatars in Eden are essentially digitized version of people's mental data, so to speak, so the memory data hack's theoretical doable. Things take a bit of a different turn once the so-called supernatural enters the equation. Don't sweat it. For now, just log into Eden tonight like you normally would. I'll have my assistant waiting for you in the lobby. Okie doke, what do you plan on doing? Well, let's just say we're going fox hunting, and our decoy will be our little maiden's deep dark secrets. Hee 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 hee. Hee 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 hee. I had Manaka lay down our decoy. If the culprit's the type of person I suspect they are, they'll definitely go for it. That means it's a pretty safe guess that they're going to log into Eden tonight. Once they're in position, it's just a matter of apprehending them, but that shouldn't be a problem. That's because Pete's going to be working with us. Pete, huh? Thanks again for what you did with the AC stuff. Yeah, Pete, look at the post the hacker wrote so we could learn their scent. Yep, turns out those messages had traces of Digimon on them. Can't fool me. I'll let you know when the bad guy's close by. You can count on me and my nose. But of course, that's why we brought you aboard. Are you supposed to be a dog, not a cat? Because you evolved into a dog, right? I think this might actually be supposed to be a dog. So cool working with a real live detective. I feel like a real boy wonder here. Yeah, you don't know who the boy wonder is? Really? Hey, I'm here. Sorry to keep you waiting. I did just like you asked and posted the message on my Digiline, but am I really going to be okay doing that? You're curious what she wrote, ain't you? It's fine, I'll tell you. She confessed her love to the hacker and also mentioned she really wanted to meet him. It's a blatant ploy on our part, but again, this guy thinks his hacking skills are hot stuff. He's going to want to verify Manaka's claims, preferably by checking her memories directly. Hacking memory data takes some work, though, even if you just take a look inside. It'll require actually directly reaching out and making contact with her avatar. I like how something went from being a thing she's aware could be theoretically possible, hypothetically, to here's the exact way that you would do it, like, within the span of a single conversation. It's more messing around with someone's mental data would take going into the core of Eden itself. The security is there. It's supposed to be as tight as could be. It'd take real effort to break in. Okay, so I just said that, but I actually do have to correct myself a little bit. It's entirely reasonable for someone to not know whether a thing is feasible and to say, I guess it's theoretically possible, but also to know some of the parameters on how it would be done. Like, it's actually reasonable to think that, like, I don't know, if you're gonna... I don't even know. I can't. I'm too tired to come up with an example. But it is actually not that unreasonable. He's close by. Time to go hunt and go investigate the surrounding. Yeah, like having the ability to identify that actually you definitely need physical contact with the person in like digital space. That's not an unreasonable thing to like intuit without knowing that without knowing how it's done, to know that you would need physical contact is actually not unreasonable. Just by the principles of the stuff around it, right? So what am I doing? Am I leaving you alone? Hello, Mr. Naveed. You doing? We're gonna leave her alone with Mr. Naveed. Oh! Wait, what? Wait, what's this? Can I sit here? Alright, let's save the game. So that's interesting. What's going... Is this... Okay. Huh. Don't call me a little kid, that's rude. Hey, wait a minute. You're the one who spotted me here before, ain't you? Crap, how'd you notice me? You're not supposed to be able to see me at all. My little assistant's so sensitive to digital waves and special networks. The culprit didn't stand a chance of hiding forever. We're cyber sleuth. We're cyber sleuth? Comes with a job, but enough of that. We got questions for you. Does that make you a detective too? Whoa, you're so hot. Yeah, whatever. Just answer my questions already. Who are you and how did you achieve such a complicated... I'm what you'd call a genius architect. I'm not some lowly hacker or programmer. You know about the Baku Reborn service? It's a special service you're needed. In cases like where a user either permanently leaves Eden or they die, the Baku Reborn service gathers the data and deletes it. And I'm the one who runs it. You don't have to act so surprised. Kids are just better tuned to the digital world than adults. I just studied on my own and joined groups that I could trade info with. Soon enough, I started working in corporate R&D. Oh, but the reason I'm considered a genius is just because I run the store. This guy's like 70 years old. This is not an actual child. So this is actually, I'm now beginning to think that not only is this a 70-year-old, but all of this is complete bullshit. None of this is actually related to reality in any way. Not only does it gather and accumulate data pertaining to a given account, it also organizes it like... To be honest, even I'm surprised by it. I never expected it to act so deliberately and precisely. It's a real case of creation surpassing the creator, but that's how it should be, these sorts of things, huh? Yep, you got it. I named it that because the data we don't want to show online is very much like its own sort of nightmare. And by using that Baku on yourself, you could... Oh, right, I'm onto what you did now. That's very funny. Is Hour of Power something that duplicates the sound effect of another thing, so it actually just references something else? You handed your avatar's surface level appearance over to your Baku and let it consume it. That way no one around you would be able to know that you were lurking. But you didn't let it purge that data outright, you controlled it yourself, making it hand it back like a dog returning prey to a hunter. Wow, you figured it all out. Yep, you got me. That's amazing though. I love it when I actually meet a smart adult. I'm guessing you basically used the same trick to draw Monaka's mental data then. Yeah, I copied it, but I only did that with their short-term memory. Stuff you'd find around the person's hippocampus inside a real brain. Even something as advanced as Baku can't break into a person's memory with an active mental data. That would definitely be crossing the line, and I understand why that's bad. I'll hand over what I copied to your partner, given the apparent interest in Spark. It really is like a Baku, isn't it? I think I more or less have a grasp on the current situation now. I am that I am not. I think that might be the best way to describe what your partner is in this world if you guess majors. You know, I was thinking the same thing. Genius or no, Even I can't purposely go out and architect life itself. That thing was probably born as such by pure chance. I have no idea how it'll end up growing and moving forward. Certainly, to the very least, I've... What on earth is happening? Kind of disposing of it, we'll see. What is happening? This is the most... This is silly, but it's not silly in the same way as the stuff on the other side was. This is very silly. Like... What? Why did I do that with her account? Well, who cares at this stage? I won't do it again, and I promise to even apologize for it later. I'll even give her some consolation money, so just leave me alone. We've met before. We talked a little bit when I was waiting to meet up with a friend, right? So why'd you do all that mean stuff? You're so smart, you shouldn't be out committing crimes. Yeah, you're right, I'm sorry. That's what I'm hoping to hear. See, you're a good kid at heart. Like, who gives access to, like, build... Because he's presumably working for the Kamishiro Corporation. Like, imagine having incredibly proprietary software that you're letting get built by, like, an 8-year-old who obviously isn't going to respect a DNA because they don't... Not a DNA. NDA. Because they're a dumb kid. So, like, you can't actually bind them with anything because they're... First of all, will any of your bindings hold up in court because it's a child? And second, like, it doesn't matter whether it holds up in court or not. They're still going to just shout all of your secrets to the world. Like, the idea that this kid is actually responsible for this incredibly important piece of machinery is so ludicrous. This is the most unrealistic thing I think I've ever heard in this series. And I know all about this series. It's like I'm fucking drunk. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Don't even worry about it. It's fine. Something's happening. Oh, Jesus. I have so many texts. I can't read any of these texts, but I can reply to them. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. It's fine. Jeez, am I gonna have to end stream early today just because I'm so tired? Why am I so tired? I got sleep. I slept one night. That should be enough. I slept half a night. That should be enough. I get half a night's sleep. That should be enough sleep for anybody. Alright, it's fine. We're gonna get into at least one fight before we have to end stream. We absolutely must do some murdering or whatever we're doing. Oh, level 3 fireball. That's a higher level fireball than I expected. Emerald. Luckily, I think that's... Nah, that's magic. If it was physical, it wouldn't have done that much damage. Attack. Oh, good. Alright, how are we doing on EXP gain? We need so much EXP to level you up, but that's because... my incredibly high level poop. Sleep recovery times 3. Sleep recovery. That sounds like something I need right now. That would hit the spot right about now. Oh my god, there's another access point like 3 feet away. Are you a physical attacker? Oh no, you have preset damage actually. Which actually I think means we're fine. So. Kid's program is merged into a wild Digimon. So you straight of reason here. The program's erased whenever traces were left of the Digimon's own sentience. Digimon are easily susceptible to influence from man-made programs. It's one of the reasons why some don't consider them to be autonomous beings with their own sense of will. There's no getting around this one, you're just gonna have to knock some sense into it. Oh, we got the panic. Okay, physical attacks basically can't hurt it. Boss fight's over. Now the data collector's left to the Baku. When you're done, get out of there and come back to the office. Can do, Chief. I believe in you. I don't know why I believe in you. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Heinous, huh? I guess I see where you're coming from. I actually don't know that that's true. I don't know that he did break the law. Weirdly, the most illegal thing that he probably did was when he broke his NDA. What he did was bad. I just don't think it would be illegal necessarily because it's like, I guess you could argue that he's inappropriately accessing like information, except he's not. He explicitly has permission to see those files, right? Like, so he's not doing anything illegal. Let's see. Holding on to the Baku in the meantime, I could tune it up. Probably just wanted to get you. Let me help out again if something else comes up. I think it'd be pretty cool if a Detective Cat. So you were a cat. Why do you evolve into a dog? And why are you tracking people like a dog? Are you sure you're a cat and not a dog? I think you're a dog. I don't buy it. I don't believe you, Kyoko. No, not Kyoko. Kyoko is your name. Look, words of a feather flock together. I'm pretty sure that's the term. Definitely help us back there, so yeah, but thanks. Anyway, are you still not able to leave with... I think I have old network protocols. It makes it hard to trip. Stuck in a vacuum tube, just like how Baku was. That's a different thing. That's a physical space, not a program. Why do we call Pete Pete? Well, he's a cat. He was extracted from his own little time capsule where he was frozen asleep all the time. Besides, open enough doors and you're bound to... Pete? The digital world, the real world is built to the permanent place that has no real roots. I mean, that's not an unreasonable answer. Why is the cat named Pete? Because I fucking said so. Fuck off. That's a reasonable answer. I like the name Pete, so I named the cat Pete. Don't worry about it. Come to think of it, we're out of beans. Pick up some more, would you? I used them crafting a new recipe yesterday. I would love to go pick up some beans for you. I picked them up from some random old woman in a place on the street? Question mark. Shinjuku? Right up here? No? Somewhere nearby? Beans, beans. The musical fruit. Maybe not Shinjuku. Where did I buy those beans? I struggle meaninglessly. Makes more sense to flee the situation. Works in battle, too. That's so true. And also your legal responsibility. The duty to retreat is something that a lot of people don't realize exists in the way that you are sort of like allowed to what is allowed to count as self-defense. And just because someone attacks you doesn't mean that you have the legal authority to beat the shit out of them. Because the second that you have the ability to retreat, you have a legal obligation to. Self-defense only applies so far as you are actually forced to fight. If you have the ability to retreat and you don't, you have a duty to do so. Which is why castle doctrine is so important, and why it was so fucking crazy when Florida decided to apply castle doctrine everywhere in the world. Well, not everywhere. You have castle doctrine applies to anywhere that you're legally allowed to be in Florida, which is, again, insane. Okay. Sounds great. Ninja USB just lets me run away from things. So it's pretty funny, actually, that we found that particular item at that particular time. Right after we had just talked to a person about someone had just mentioned the retreat mechanic, but it wasn't like the game set me up to go there or anything. Where do I buy beans? Oh boy. You wanted me to go buy beans, right? I want to buy beans. Do I buy beans in the yard? I don't buy beans in the yard. Yeah, I'll find the beans somewhere. They exist. There's some card shop? You sell beans. Rainbow Tree? No, this is like electronics or something. Why did we buy those beans? Yeah, there's no sound file that plays at all when Hour of Power is cast. My guess would be that it just has a different naming convention than you're expecting. It's possible that like the spell had a different name originally. So, I mean, unless you've literally played all the sound files, in which case that would be interesting. Did we fight? We fought the first arena battle. We buy coffee beans from the coffee shop. I thought you bought the beans from the auntie. Don't you buy the beans from the auntie? Does somebody else buy the beans from the auntie? Why don't you come buy some takoyaki? A child does no more than their ass go above and beyond. Takoyaki. Why would I need takoyaki. To go along with coffee beans. Like, one of these is groceries and one of these is food you eat right now. I have that effect on people. National B-level gourmet battle. The restaurant becomes a culinary battleground. Grated yam ramen, tuna scrapes gyoza, famous massive custard dim sum. How would you hear someone's mouth watering?
買い出しご苦労。君の帰りを待っていたところだ。見ての通り。こんにちは。
Hello, Yuko. Why are you so obsessed? Protagonists, you're weird.
こんにちは。ジュルリ？君は何を言っている？上白優子。それでは上白。はい。私の父について調べてほしい。
Okay. The search continues.
上白悟さん。上白エンタープライズの前社長ですね。はい。昨年お亡くなりになった。違います。違うんです。あ、すみません。いえ、構いませんよ。それでなぜ自殺ではないと？何か確証がおありですか？確証はありません。だからこそ調査を依頼したいんです。なるほど。ごもっとも。
I agree, that does make
手がかり
sense.
はおそらく先日調査していただいた山科誠。彼は昨年まで上白の研究員でした。父の死と時を同じくして退社し、そのまま行方をくらましてしまった。それで山科が父親の死。はい、直接関係はないとしても。我々に山科誠の。あなたは我々を試した。再び依頼に来たということは無事。すみません。つまらない小細工を。いや、素直に答えていただけたということは信頼していただいている何よりの証です。お父上の調査引き受けましょう。ありがとう。ありがとうございます。ちょっとすみません。もしもし。はい。いえ、特に問題は何も。はい。はい。違います。私一人です。わかりました。すぐに戻りますから。リエさんは本社で待っていてください。では。すみません。休養ができました。そのようですね。よろしくお願いします。これはかなり大掛かりな調査になり、うまくすれば上白の過去や又吉刑事にもご足。
Yes.
では
I know all the things that just
私は
happened.
再度山科。その間君はもう一度山科誠の新しい事実が出てくるかはわからないが、ま、ダメ元だよ。
I know what that is. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. I'm fully here
ダメ
and
元。
with it.
ダメ元か。いや、すまない。大したことではないよ。ダメ元。父がよく使っていた言葉でね。
Damemoto, I think.
ご存知の通り、
ダメでもともとが略された言葉なのだが、彼はこう言っていた。ダメでも友と。これを略した場合、ダメ友になるのではと疑問に思っていたものだが、なかなかどうして粋な趣のある表現だと思わないか？そう深く考えるものでもない。それこそ無粋というも
Is
のだ。
thinking deeply an
さ
elegant?
て、無駄話はこれまで。
Okay. I'm definitely following along with what's happening. I'm definitely comprehending. I'm actually surprised at how tired I am. I think that... I think I might actually have to not... Is there something that doesn't involve this much reading and comprehension that I could stream where we could think that it's very funny how dopey I am, but I'm not missing out on key components of the plot? Or should I end stream and maybe, I don't know, take a nap so that I'm not this exhausted tomorrow? That probably is a better strategy, if I'm being honest. I think I am on the mend. I was able to sleep last night, so I should be able to stream normally over the course of this week. Like last week, just I don't know if it was like obvious over the course of the week, but over the course of the week, I was sleeping later and later and getting less and less sleep every night, and it reached a head at on Friday, because on Friday I like basically slept exactly through stream time. You know, I slept from like 9 to 1. That was the only sleep that I got that day. So I think I actually am going to end stream really early here, because I don't really have anything to grind, but also like grinding would be like, I think it would be dull because I don't have anything that's going to make me say something funny or have a funny reaction. Because I think it's weird, like, this is going to sound very bizarre, but I guess it's not that bizarre. But I actually pick up a lot of my dad's mannerisms when I'm really tired, and I don't notice it a lot of the time. But when I was interacting with the why did I move you over here? You're supposed to be over here so that when I look at the chat, I look at the camera. But first, some of the mannerisms that I was doing was just reminding me so much of my father. And it was just very funny because it's like, what is happening? It's just like returning to some like emulation of like stuff from my early memories or something, because like the personality matrix isn't like fully booting up. So we're in like safe mode, and it's just like, okay, just emulate like this type of shit that the first person you've ever met would say. Kind of nonsense. I don't even know. Anyway, I thought that was funny, but at the same time, I'm so tired. I absolutely should try to take a nap. So I think I'm going to do that. So I do apologize for the sleep disruption, the stream disruption. I should be back to normal timing tomorrow, and I think I'll be fine and awake tomorrow. Over the weekend it was bad. I got very little sleep. So we'll see how it goes, and I'll see y'all tomorrow, hopefully. Later, folks.